Bless.
What's going on, man? You can hear me?
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, good, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right, bro. What's up? So what's going on, man?
Yeah.
How's things? So you got the new song out right now. Sorry. Doing well?
Yes, sorry. It's the first single from the album, and it's amazing. It's very amazing, and a lot of people gravitate to it. A lot of people love it because in this time, in this era, a lot of people don't have any remorse or remorseful about anything that them do. That is the state of mind of human beings right now. You know what I mean? You're too near the forest, you can't see the trees. So people is like, true people, this internet thing, the internet create a facade world where people not even living their real life anymore. Everybody want to create content. This is how the person actually living, and this is the definition of that individual. You understand? Nobody's showing the process anymore. But not the growth, not the amount of jobs are the journey to get that bench. So everybody think everything come overnight. So, you know what I mean? Somebody like this interview now, I would know that I have an interview and then I would just miss the interview and yeah, choice the interview. And I just miss the words to it. And, you know, you have to just agree with it. That's where the world are at right now. You know?
Yeah, I hear that for real. And do you think that that's something that is more of a masculine thing as well? Like that feeling of, oh, we don't need to apologize. Like, is that more of a male thing, do you think?
Well, male always struggle with that because of the testosterones. You know, testosterones in male, we always struggle with that right through. Growing up as a child, we always, you know, through a male, we're dominant, we have this thing that, you know, being apologetic kind of come across soft at times, you know? You know what I mean? But so male always have that growing up, you know, we always say he's soft, he's a girl, you know. You know what I mean? Growing up, when if you see a person like a male apologetic or apologize a lot to many people, just like him soft, you know what I mean? But that's the right thing to do. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You know, if you admit say you're wrong. And then now it go up on a wider scale where the whole entire world absorb these things and feel like, you know, you're not supposed to admit or even to yourself. Even if you don't do it to the person, as long as you know to yourself, say, you have done something wrong, and then you have to make that adjustment so you don't do it again.
And one of the lines in the song, you say, I'm sorry that I got caught up in the fame and I never had the time. Talk on that. Has fame changed you, like, as a person, would you say, at all?
Because you have extra more hours to do trivial things, you know. But then I used to have more hours to do more things that, you know, with my friends, you know, just things, just sitting down, having regular conversation, idling, you know, just doing trivial things. And then when you become an established artist, then your career, the persona, the I-Octane brand start to, you know, consume all the hours in the day.
Yeah.
So normally I used to play like every Sunday after travels on Sunday now. So I don't get the chance to do that anymore. So, you know what I mean? Your day one friends, them and your day one, you know, people who we have around your start to, because they can travel with you at the initial stage of your career. So them start to feel left out. And it go across with family, with, you know, kids, with mom, with girlfriend, wife, you know what I mean, close friends. You know, because everybody go on the back burner because you have to deal with your career, you have to go all over the world, and you have to on stage, you have to be doing interviews, you have to keep in shape, you have to exercise. So every single thing, the brand Octane start to consume every single minute of your day. So you neglect a lot of things and put a lot of things aside. So when you really look, you know what I mean? You know, some important call. So me on this interview now, and maybe an important call, I have to decline it. You know what I mean? We have to decline it and let that stay for a while. And then after I finish this, then I go to it. But that person may be in a in problem, like right there and then, you know, and they need you to save them. But by the time you return the call, maybe something could happen bad, or you know, and that is a personal experience for me. You know, one of my friends was calling me and couldn't attend to the call at the time because I was busy. And when I returned the call 2 hours after, in past, he died. You know, so these things, I've been through these things. You know what I mean? So sorry is just also a reflection, and also me looking into myself, and also a general topic where people can use to look into themselves also.
And I guess it's not even, you know, exclusive to artists, you know, that's just life in general. You know, the busier you get, you know, the older you get, you know, these life gets in the way. And I guess it takes these moments, you know, like your friend passing away, you know, rest in peace, for you to really just take a minute and think, wow, okay, like maybe, you know, this isn't everything there is to life, you know?
Yeah, life is more than popularity and fame. Trust me. You know what I mean? Because fame can bring back a person, it can bring back the moment. You know what I mean? And also, when the Almighty bless you with these great opportunities, you also have to capitalize. So when I really check it, it's just you as the individual being sacrificed at all costs, you know? So sometimes you don't want to neglect a lot of things, but circumstances put you in that position.
The fame and all that sort of stuff, like, I mean, that must have changed some of your relationships, like you said, with the people that are there from the beginning. Are many of them still with you now, like the people that you started out with?
So I started with like maybe 1,000 or 1,000 people, and now you can check maybe about 5. Because people listen. As the greatest thing is to know, knowledge is very imperative. You know, when I was growing up and as a poor youth and in the ghetto, I couldn't fathom life. You know, and I always judge people who have certain life, and you know, always look like give them a side eye, like, you know what I mean? Just because you're privileged, you act like you're better, but sometimes these people not even acting like they're better. They're just acting according to what they know. You know what I mean? And the higher you get is more different level of life and different level of people with mind thinking and where their mind, wavelength of their mind at the time. You know what I mean? And you start to rub your shoulders with different type of people. You meet different business owners, different girl, different, you know, different type of people where would never see if they never reach to that level. And that is just how life goes. Certain places you cannot take, you cannot take, you know, a lot of people who you started with. And they have to understand that. And once they understand that, then you and them can have this good relationship. You know what I mean? Certain door you have to walk through it with company, and certain door you have to just go through it by yourself. And whosoever don't come through that door with you have to understand and protect the door till you come out of that room. Then we walk again. You understand? And that based upon knowledge, and that based upon how broad your vocab becomes, and that based upon how you expand your horizon. You know, if you have small thinking, then you will see small things.
And they say that, you know, you're the product of is it the 5 people you spend the most time with? So, you know, the people that I guess the further you get, you got to be very mindful of who you keep in your circle as well, you know?
Yeah, because loyalty, the word loyalty is overused, you know, and it's overrated too, because even loyalty is seasonal. You know what I mean? Because when you move into different dimensions and going down different level, a lot of people who loyalty at this level won't loyalty at this level. You know, the people person at this level would say when they go at this level, they must say you switch, you sell out. You know what I mean? You switch. You know what I mean? You sell out. But they won't understand unless they come at this level and like, wow, I see why you have to make this decision. You know what I mean? So you have to know that as a person, and you have to know once you don't born as a twin or triplet, you have to just know that you're born. The Almighty make one copy of you, and you have to maximize and accomplish what you need to accomplish. You're gonna lose people on the way, and you're gonna gain people on the way.
For real. So sorry, obviously it's the first single. It's produced by Troyton, who you've worked with for a number of years now. Tell us about your working relationship with Troyton.
Troyton and the boss, man. Yeah, man, Troyton and the boss, man. That's all I can say. Troyton is a great producer, and I think every artist in the world, local and big artist, should really push to work with Troyton Records, because Troyton, he knows music, and he put out quality music, you know? No matter what type of context or content, the music itself is quality. Whether it's clean or raw, the music, the production is quality. The mixing is quality, the mastering is quality, the vocal is quality, the rhythm is quality, the background of vocalist is quality, the over room of the product is quality. And the promotion is quality, and the brand is quality. So once you have a good song, you will definitely get a hit record once you sing for Troyton Records.
And it's it's interesting that you've been working together for at least over 10 years now.
Man, we've been at work together, man. We have some great history, man.
I think it's rare that you see like these artists, producer, so I guess you'd say like partnerships, that actually stand the test of time, because of there's always fallouts and stuff with producers.
Yeah, man. To me, they have certain producers who work with certain producers, as I would say. Listen, Troyton is a different type of youth, where Troyton don't believe in Troyton is a youth who believe that the word art is relative. Yeah. And they have some other producers who I work with over the years. We have whole heap of hit song together, but they believe in hot. So they believe once an artist is hot, they work with that artist. If the artist don't hot, him not hot. But Troyton believe in music. You understand? Because Troyton believe that him can voice Beres, and him can voice Capitan, and him can voice Buju, and him can voice all of these artists and give them a hit song, a current hit song. But other producers, they have a lot of producers that work who just say, Buju not hot, Beres not hot. But if Beres don't need to hot, Beres is bigger than hot. All you have to do is just produce a good song with Beres, good rhythm, everything, and you will get a masterpiece. Beres surpass being art. Beres is an art by himself. It's a masterpiece. But enough producers don't grow to appreciate that. They grow with the time, like the moment, the man of the moment, the man of the moment. So when you do that, they don't create legend. They don't create superstar. So Troyton will voice any single person and hit them. So I always like to work with Troyton Records. Good production of the same mindset. Zoom. Sean is the records of the same mindset. You know what I mean? Just to name a few, I always work with these three producers right through. Troyton, good, and Sean is the production. We work with a whole heap of other producers like myself, Lee Miller. I have a song for Lee Miller Records too, and it's new rhythm. Just did the video for that. Conquer the Glory production. I always love to work with a lot of new producers like Barkley. Like, you know what I mean? And when you see on the album chart, and also work with a few young producers like Mari, Footer Road, where's again? Simpak Music, yeah, Escort, the Shaka label. You know, Wally Marley's work with young producers also to join the label together and give them a highlight, same way. So that is good. And you know, I mean, we have other producers I'm work with, but just to name these producers off the top of my head, you know.
And I guess at the beginning, when you were, you first bust, you must have had, producers lining up to want to work with you, and obviously they still want to work with you now. But I imagine it's a bit of a different sort of thing now, where because you've been in the in the game so long.
Yeah, because all right, me as a youth still producers always want to work with me. We never have that problem though, because the producers don't have problems with me. I am the easiest artist in the business to work with. I'm the easiest artist in the business to work with because I grow to new music and I own my own studio. So producers don't really sit in session with me. And I send the rhythm and I just voice it and produce the song and send it back to you. So I will voice it, listen to it. If I listen to the bass and I'll overdub the bass for you. Play a different phrase in the rhythm. Harmony, send to harmony singer, get it harmony. And balance it, pre-mix it, and send it back to you. And it was like, when you get it, you get a full production. Now, anything that you need, you change. If you want to change, you change. But when you get it, it's different from every other thing on the rhythm. And it's easier. The only thing you have to do is send it go mix. You know what I mean? And if I want, sometimes I just send for the rhythm and get it mixed for you too. And send the full.
So they're not really doing much producing, really.
Eh?
So they're not really doing actually much producing of the record if you're doing that.
Yeah, no. So they will tell you. Every producer will tell you, so working with I-Octane is one of the easiest things. You know what I mean? So that is how I work. I will go in the studio because I want some rhythm. So I will sing a song on a rhythm, and then I will call you and say, yo, I have a song for you. Listen to this. You say, I like the song. Who's rhythm? My rhythm. All right, but you wanna produce it. I'm gonna give you the rhythm and you produce it. I will just be the artist on it. And you get a full product. You get a full product, everything, master, edit, harmony, everything. Only thing need for just send to the distribution company, ready start and do the video and press play. So this is how, because I have a lot of music in me, so I keep on working. So a lot of the songs them I can produce them for myself. You know what I mean? So I just link producers at the time and just give them the product and make them produce it too. Mm-hmm. And if they send them ready, we do that. Send everything, do everything, send it back.
And that idea of being, hot, like you said, you've been, a young hot artist in Jamaica. You've experienced all of that, and you may be cooled off a bit, but you still maintain relevance throughout, obviously. But is there ever part of you that kind of misses the early days when you first burst onto the scene and you were, the young hot artist?
No, because then I wouldn't appreciate growth. Now I wouldn't appreciate growth. And as I say, art is something that can come back to your foot anytime. Because all right, I'm telling you this right now, when this album drop and when Sorry bust the right way on this album drop, I'm gonna be the artist once all over again. You understand? So art is something that don't really sleep at any individual home. It can be this man today, that man tomorrow, this man today. But this time around, when I'm wearing the title of art, I'm also wearing the title of an artist with substance. So I graduated from grade 1 to grade 2 to grade 3. So I'm graduated. I'm amongst the elite Buju them and the Berries and the Sizzle and with catalog and hit songs, and I can do stadium arenas for 2 hours stage show with hit songs upon hit songs and introduce my new songs. And you know what I mean? I can't stay at high school forever. After graduate and go to college, and then I can't stay at college forever. I have to get my degree or my diploma and then move up and get my bachelor 1, 2, or 3. And then I go in the work world and I have to contribute back to society. So if I'm gonna say, boy, I miss now, that means that I'm gonna welcome the new artists. You know what I mean? I welcome the new artists, and yeah, it's nice to know that I was at a stage at the time, but now I'm creating legacy. You know what I mean? Legacy. So I don't really, because I do not being hot as quote unquote. It teach me to produce. It teach me music. It teach me keys. It teach me melodies. It teach me how to perform. It teach me a lot of different things. So I have a lot of great people that not doing the vocal side of it, but they're doing a lot of different things. Understand marketing. It also teach me not to be thin-skinned and take things personal. You know what I mean? A man don't play my song. One time I'll just take it personal and just don't deal with that individual. No. If you water under the bridge for me, you don't play it? Okay, all right, him don't play it. All right, good. Him they play, all right, him don't play this one, him play 5 before, previously. All right, him don't play this one. Him don't like it. Him just don't know how to tell me. Then I say, all right, then next time I have to go better. So all body experiences, me start just the knowledge now. Me start to look on it, the glass half full. All right, him don't like this one. All right, that means I need to go back in the studio and do something that him gonna like. You know what I mean? So it made me challenge myself daily. Yeah.
And I think as DJs, sometimes we don't even realize that, the effect it might have on the artist that we don't play that song. They send it to our email. Maybe we just didn't see it, or, we were busy that day and we didn't, and you don't think anything of it, but then you think, obviously, you forget that the artist has put that soul into that record.
The artists them really do, and them have you up like, yo, they ask for a jingle, like, no. But then that's the same approach I took with producers. You have a lot of producers that I am the artist who give them that break in the music. You know what I mean? And I was the artist who contribute to them record company, because, me dominant, me around the whole place. So I was the one advising for them, keep them current. And then now them arrive and them stop vicing. Yeah, them still good, but they don't send rhythm anymore. They don't vice anymore. But just the experience and how my knowledge has broadened and the capacity rise, I start to look on it and say, well, I voice 100 rhythms for him, so it's nothing if I don't voice 105. You know what I mean? Yeah.
With these things, you can't force them either. I guess you just gotta, not every working relationship is meant to be, for the duration of your career. I guess there are some which are
true, and then variety is the spice of life. Maybe them need something different. It start to get monotonous sometimes, but you don't see it. So them go out and then voice some other people for a couple of years, and then you maintain your thing and venture into other things, and then maybe 2, 3 years, link up back again and voice again, and get this masterpiece again, and you know what I mean. So I've come to the realization that nothing is personal in business, nothing is personal in media, in nothing. People might write something bad about it, like right now, people don't vlog, or people don't. The vloggers or the YouTubers don't mention you unless it's something negative. Well, it's a form of promotion also, so at least they're promoting you. You understand? They're not promoting you when it's doing positive. Well, give them something negative to promote. That is what they want.
And again, it's not a personal thing on you. It's their
Not a person.
because they have to do it.
Their jobs is to get views.
Mm-hmm.
Their job is to use any individual as clickbait to draw the traction to their page. Their job is to make sure that their channel stream as much as possible. So their job is to create an intriguing headline about you. It's your job as the reader to read beyond the headline, because sometimes the headline don't depict what is in the article. But people don't read past the article, so they read past the headline, so they hold you accountable for what the headline say. But I guess they will get it down the line still. I guess people will come to realization like, yo, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So at this stage, I mean, what do you feel like you've got anything left to prove? Because I mean, you've done just about every type, of record. You're definitely one of the most versatile artists in Jamaica. I don't think you can really prove much else on a creative level. So like, what keeps you motivated to keep going?
Because from the 90s, I think dancehall music and I think reggae music stopped at Bob Marley, and I take offense to that, like really and truly. I love Bob Marley, and the reason why I say I take offense to it, because nobody can surpass Bob Marley over the last 50 years. And I take offense to it, not on Bob Marley part, but on who comes after Bob Marley. If Bob Marley is the true definition of where reggae should be and how reggae should bring across, why Bob Marley don't inspire more of us? Bob Marley is not a lot of us inspiration. If you ask a person, say, what your inspiration? I think Bob Marley is not gonna be in their top 5 or them top 10, or not even on their priority list. You understand? So we're using the wrong method. So if Bob have the right method, and this don't mean no other genre. You understand? You have first rap artist, the third rap artist come surpass that. Lil Wayne was the biggest artist, then Jay come and surpass Lil Wayne. Before that, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne surpassed Jay-Z. In reggae music, nobody can surpass Bob Marley. So whosoever, including myself, that is doing reggae music, we're not using the right method. We're supposed to duplicate what Bob Marley do and bring it to the next level. You understand? Yes, so we have to look into these things, and we've been inspired by the wrong set of people. You know what I mean? So
would you say that Drake has had a bigger impact culturally than, say, like Tupac or someone?
Well, no, not really.
Like in terms of, people still see Biggie and Tupac and
no, Drake and Biggie as impact culture-wise. Yeah, there's culture-wise. I think Snoop Dogg, these people as impact the place different culture-wise, but in terms of streaming and in terms as the biggest accomplished artist, Drake surpassed every individual there. There's no other bigger artist in terms of number. But in terms of culture, like R&B and rock music and pop music, there's no other individual as impact. Like Michael, people still dancing like Michael. Jesse, a lot of people who dance like Michael don't know Michael songs. Who dress like him, who wear the gloves, who act on stage just like him, and the curly hair, and so that you impact people culturally. You understand? A lot of people love Drake, but love Drake through the music.
Yeah.
But Tupac was always a character by himself out of the music. You know, a lot of people don't know a lot of people don't know Tupac songs, but they know him because they always speak in something that is imperative to mankind. You know what I mean? Yeah. And at the age that him passed, 25 was just me. He was still a child. You know what I mean? So, and he could do that in a short space of time. Like Bob Marley died at 36, he could do that in a short space of time and still relevant up to today. That's why I'm saying I take offense to it. We should emulate Bob Marley more. I mean,
Yeah, I guess it's difficult, isn't it? Because
so for me to go back to the question that they asked me, for me, I'm going to put like move the narrative and try to and just move. You know what I mean? Because we need people to represent our genre the right way. You know what I mean? I don't think we're having a forefront runner currently. We're doing it the right way. We need people to represent the right way. Both dancehall and reggae music. We need a presenter for it. You know what I mean? It's full time now. Dancehall and reggae music move from the side stage of Grammy Awards and these places. We need to be televised now. You know, live. You know, televised, not just when you go into intermission or the side stage. You know what I mean? We need to televise. We need to have a category that is televised. And if Bob Marley was alive, we would have that. You know what I mean? But we need to have these type of individuals who carry themselves this way. A lot of genre has been emerged from reggae music. You know, reggaeton, which is reggae, Latin music and these music. All of these reggaeton artists that is big, Daddy Young, everybody that comes from dancehall, rap come from reggae music. You know what I mean? But these genre has propelled and reached to a different level where we don't reach in terms because we need to, you know what I mean, develop our infrastructure and make it be a movement and a business. You know, we're just doing it, trial and error, doing it because we have talent, but we have to think about the business side.
So I Am Great, the album, is on the way. Just a year after Mood. So it's not a long time in between albums.
Yeah, Camus was more like female oriented and for the girls them, and you know I mean, different side. Dance style, more edgy, more of a raw side. But this is the foundation of the brand Octane, you know what I mean? So I Am Great is that type of songs, more, you know, uplifting songs, spiritual songs, love songs, motivational songs, dancehall songs also too. What is, you know, that vibration and everybody gonna love it, you know what I mean?
And do you feel the need to tell people you're great at this stage still?
No, I am great. When I'm saying I am great, it's not necessarily for it's not necessarily that I don't know that I am great. I know that I'm great. But artists always have this to say. I am not the parent of your child. I am not the person that is growing a kid. I'm just doing music. I don't respond for the kids. You do respond for the kids. You have a public space. Music, the powers of melodies and words do impact and influence other people. You understand? It do have an impact on people. When people listen Lose a Friend, people cry because it resonate with these people. You understand? So, and when a man listen a gangster song and he's a gangster, it motivates him to do more crime. Like, yeah, charge. So you have to understand, say, yes, it's music, it's metaphor, it's similes, it's puns, but participle is conjugate, all of these is literature. And they express yourself, and it's a place where you express yourself. But yes, you have to also understand that music to help people to alleviate themselves from stress and help people to move from point A to point B. So And it all starts from the word. So what I do is just always, because I notice people have low self-esteem now. People don't believe in themselves anymore. And people, majority of the world is seeking validation. People just want to be validated, want to be accepted. That's why people create this facade world where they post everything, edit, put them picture in an edit and edit it because they want to always look perfect, 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 because they all want to paint a perfect picture. Nobody want to see, nobody want no one to see them in a delicate stage or a fragile stage or a vulnerable stage. Everybody just want to look, immortal and look invincible. So, but I know behind that filter, you have a lot of broken individual. And a lot of people look towards you to validation. They don't ask you, but they want to be validated. So I just put, I am great. And say, yo, tell yourself you're great every day. You know what I mean? So these things to make people that I influence to speak these things over their life. Believe in themselves. People come to my page daily just to see what I have to say so they can start their day. You know what I mean? So these things is to encourage people. I already know these things about me. But who am I if I don't share the knowledge? If I don't share the knowledge and inspire people, that means that I'm not doing a good job. And then out of that, you have some people have short-term memory, so you have to remind them. Yeah.
So Troyton produced Sorry, the lead single. What other producers have you got enlisted on the album?
Well, Troyton is the overall producer. You have Esco de Shaka. You have Footer Road Records, a new producer. You also have you also have Mari Record, Mari make majority of the rhythm with Troyton. You have Mari, who Mari also produced on the album. You have J Crazy. J Crazy creates some of the rhythms them also too. But produce some of the songs them. Troyton produce all of, he's a producer of most of the songs them. You have Octavia Record, which is my daughter. You have 99 Records. So what you have who don't produce, so these are the producers on the album. So Troyton, we have 15 tracks, and then we have maybe 4 or 5 producers alongside with Troyton Records.
And can we expect to see any collabs on there at all, or is it all strictly solo?
Yeah, one collab so far. I was working on the next collab, but I don't know if it's gonna work out yet. That's why I don't advertise it. But if it work out, then it's a plus. But album not gonna be shot without it anyway. Still, but yeah. But I have one collab, a nice collab, and is a nice song that people go to. I think I write this album from different. It's like, all right, sorry, you never hear a dancehall or a reggae song like that. From that perspective. So these are some of the songs and some of the concept them that you have on this type of album.
Mm-hmm. And when can we expect to see it then?
Well, sorry, the video coming out for Sorry on the 4th of March. So soon, next week. And that video is, trust me. And then the collaboration is going to be the second single. That video also coming out on the 18th of March when the album is, and the album will release on the 18th of March. And then other promote the album. And then we have maybe a next song named Beautiful, and then a next song to be the 3rd single. But depends, our album you put out the album with 2 singles. first or second single, and then maybe the fans them take on to a different song that they never expect, and you just make that be the third single. You know what I mean? And then the fourth single, oh, I'm gonna do this, like maybe the fourth single, I make the fans them decide the fourth single. And what you think I should use as a fourth single? Anything wanna decide? Anything will get the most ratings, then I'm gonna make that be the fourth single. You know, you have to keep the fans them active because you're not getting the opportunity to go in front the fans them a lot. You know, in person. So you have to keep them intriguing and keep them, active.
For real, bro. All right, Octane. Well, we look forward to hearing it, bro. And yeah, man, keep up all the good work.
Yeah, man, respect, man, and people go follow me on Instagram, real I-Octane. You understand? And YouTube, I-Octane TV. That is my official YouTube page. Yeah, look out for my website coming. Type in I-Octane TV, I-Octane Viva, subscribe. You know, Sorry is on my YouTube page now. The lyric video is also there. The original video is coming soon. You know what I mean? And go and go support the song them. You don't know. Buy it. Yeah, stream it. It's on all major platforms. Trust me. This album is very, 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 very incredible. It's beautiful. Yeah, man, and give thanks. Bless up yourself. Give thanks to the interview,
Hey,
you know?
big up, bro. Take care, yeah?
Yeah, man. Respect, man. Love, yeah?
Safe, bro.
Yeah, man. Bless.